Today we'll be diving into a weapon that's often overlooked but can be a game changer in the right hands, the frenzy. Whether you're new to the game or a seasoned pro, these 10 tips will help you master the frenzy and turn the tide of the battle. Tip number 1. The frenzy has an extremely fast fire rate. This weapon fires at an incredible rate of 10 rounds per second, making it perfect for close quarter engagements where you can overwhelm your opponents with a rapid barrage of bullets. Remember to always aim for the upper body to maximize your damage output, while not directly aiming for the head due to the first shot inaccuracy, and also the recoil. This means you have to follow a tactic that most people use but are ashamed of using, which is the aim at the body and hopefully the recoil hits the head. Tip number 2. The fast reload rate. The frenzy has a quick reload time of just 1.75 seconds. In the heat of a 1v1, every second counts, and this fast reload can mean the difference between life and death. Tip number 3. Low recoil. The frenzy boasts relatively low recoil, making it easier to control during sustained fire. This is particularly useful when you're in close range firefight and need to keep your aim steady. Remember to adjust your aim slightly downward as well to counteract the vertical recoil, though it isn't that much, and this also helps with the aim at the body and hope it hits the head. Tip number 4. Economy friendly. At only 450 credits, the frenzy is a budget-friendly option that can save you money for later rounds. Its affordability allows you to buy for your team and still have enough money for armor or utility. Strategic purchases can give your team the edge, especially in eco rounds. While I was playing frenzy only, I felt that I was able to provide a lot of value for my teammates, as I could buy them, especially even if they didn't need help. I could still buy armor for myself. Heavy shield in eco rounds has more benefits than you think. Tip number 5. The frenzy is effective in pistol rounds. While being a solid choice for pistol rounds during its high fire rate and decent damage output, you can use its strength to surprise your opponents who might not expect such an aggressive playstyle in the early game. Tip number 6. Strafing and Shooting. The frenzy's manageable recoil and fast fire rate make it perfect for shooting while moving. Use strafing to make yourself a harder target to hit while maintaining your fire on the enemy. This tactic can be especially useful in tight corridors and around corners. Tip number 7. Close quarters dominance. The frenzy excels in tight spaces where you can quickly close the gap and take down enemies. Use it to your advantage in maps with narrow hallways and close combat areas, such as Split, Garage, and Bind Hookah. Get up close and personal to maximize the frenzy's potential. Tip number 8. The frenzy complements utility usage quite well. It works best with abilities that can blind or disorient opponents. You can flash your enemies, then rush in a frenzy to take them out before they can recover. Agents like Phoenix, Breach, and Reyna can make the frenzy even more deadly. Tip number 9. Weapon switching. The frenzy's lightweight nature makes it ideal for quick weapon switches. If you're using a sniper or a heavy weapon, having a frenzy as your secondary can save you in close encounters. Imagine you have an operator holding C long on Haven, and the enemies win A. You're not gonna rotate with the operator, and having a classic isn't exactly the best gun. People may disagree, but that's my opinion. So having a frenzy which has a fast fire rate as well will help in those kind of situations where you still may have a fighting chance. rather than just walking around with a classic against vandals. Yeah. Tip number 10, using the burst fire technique. While the frenzy is okay for sustained fire, mastering the burst fire technique can help you conserve ammo and improve accuracy. This also relates to spray control when using the Vandal. You can tap the trigger in short bursts, especially at mid to long range, to maintain control and increase your chances of hitting the target. And there you have it, 10 tips to make the most out of Frenzy in Valorant. Remember, practice makes perfect. So get out there and start mastering this underrated weapon. If you found these tips helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more Valorant content, and let us know in the comments which weapon you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.